We just talked about BlackRock. We learned that they own almost every major company in the world. But there is a question that stumps even the smartest financial experts. Who owns BlackRock? If you look at the shareholders of BlackRock, the top name on the list is not a person. It is another company, Vanguard. So, BlackRock is a giant. But Vanguard is the giant that stands behind the giant. They manage over $8 trillion. Together with BlackRock, they form a duopoly that controls 90% of the S&P 500. But here is the mystery. We know who runs BlackRock, Larry Fink. He's a billionaire. He goes on TV. He writes letters. But who runs Vanguard? Who owns it? If you search for the shareholders of Vanguard, you will find nothing. No billionaires, no families, no hedge funds. Vanguard is technically owned by nobody, or rather, it is owned by everybody. This sounds like a charity or a communist utopia. But it is actually the most ruthless capitalist machine ever invented. In this video, we are going to uncover the hidden logic of Vanguard. We will tell the story of a man named Jack Bogle who hated Wall Street so much that he accidentally conquered it. To understand Vanguard, we have to go back to 1975. Jack Bogle was an angry man. He had just been fired from his job. He hated the fat cats on Wall Street who charge high fees to manage people's money, but often lost it. He had a radical idea, he said. Don't try to find the needle in the haystack. Just buy the haystack. He invented the index fund. Instead of paying a smart guy in a suit to pick the best stocks, you just buy a tiny piece of every stock in the market. Wall Street laughed at him. They called his idea Bogle's folly. They said it was un-American to settle for average returns. But Jack Bogle had a secret weapon: fees. Because he didn't need to pay smart guys in suits, his costs were almost zero. He structured Vanguard as a mutual company. This is crucial. BlackRock is a public company. They have to make profits for their shareholders. Vanguard is owned by its funds, and the funds are owned by you, the investors. This means Vanguard has no outside owners to please. They don't need to make a profit, they just need to cover costs. While other banks were charging 2% fees, Vanguard charged 0.05%. Over 40 years, this math destroyed the competition. Trillions of dollars flowed from expensive banks into Vanguard's cheap funds. Today, Vanguard is the largest shareholder of Apple, and Microsoft, and Google, and Facebook. They are even the largest shareholder of their biggest rival, BlackRock. This creates a terrifying reality called the Vanguard Paradox. On one hand, Jack Bogle was a hero. He saved ordinary people billions of dollars in fees. He is the saint of investing. On the other hand, his creation has become a monster. Because Vanguard owns everything, they have no incentive to make companies compete. Why would Vanguard want United Airlines to lower ticket prices to beat American Airlines? Vanguard owns both of them. If they compete, profits go down. Vanguard wants profits to stay up. Some economists argue that Vanguard is effectively an illegal monopoly that covers the entire US economy. But because it is passive, regulators don't know what to do. And there is another dark side. Vanguard is private. We don't know exactly what goes on inside. Unlike BlackRock, they don't publish letters telling companies to be green or woke. They stay silent. But silence is a form of power. When Vanguard votes in a board meeting, the room shakes. They are the silent partner of global capitalism. They are the dark matter of the financial universe. You can't see them, but their gravity holds everything together. So, who really owns the world? Is it BlackRock? Yes, but BlackRock answers to Vanguard, and Vanguard answers to a mathematical formula written in 1975. But there is one final piece to this puzzle. BlackRock and Vanguard manage trillions of dollars. But they don't create the dollars, they just collect them. There is only one institution on Earth that has the power to create money out of thin air. Most people think it is the government. Most people think it is federal. But what if I told you that the Central Bank of America is actually a private corporation owned by the very banks it regulates? In our next video, we are going to expose the biggest secret in financial history. See you in the Federal Reserve video.